Emotional, some video there of Syracuse going into Blacksburg and taking one. Garrett Shrader had himself a day there. Garrett Shrader joins us now. So does Matthew Bergeron. And guys, it's good to have you here with us representing Syracuse. Garrett, I got to start with you, man. Back home. How's it feel to be back here in Charlotte? Do you have any recommendations, places we need to eat while we're here?
Absolutely. I'm glad to be back. And no, I mean, I actually don't really come down here. You know, I more go to, like, I don't know. I didn't even realize I live 40 minutes from downtown.
So you don't really come into the city. The city life's not for you.
I've heard Price's Chicken, though. That's like the hometown. They don't do any advertisement. It's all word of mouth stuff. But I don't, and they're only open like 3-4 days a week. I've never been there, but I heard there's a spot to go to.
Well, I did not expect this to go that way. I thought you were going to be Mr. Charlotte here, represent not really your thing. Matthew, let's talk about this Syracuse team. We talked to Coach. We had a chance to talk to Michael, a big part of that defense, but you guys represent the offensive side here. The team started off slow, found its groove a little bit middle of the season, and then kind of fell off down the stretch. Where do you want to see this group find consistency most?
I just want to find the consistency, whether it's special teams, offense, and defense all working as one. Yep.
Garrett, this offseason, what's been your main focus to try to get better and what you need to get better at? When you look back at last season, would you say, I got to get better here?
The biggest thing is last year it felt like we were fighting uphill. And, you know, coming into a new school, this will be my fourth OC in 4 years. And this will only be my third year playing the position. But just embracing this new offense, you know, I've had a little bit of familiarity with it with Mike Leach and being that, you know, that air raid style. So just getting these guys right and making sure we're where we need to be. And I feel like it's the first time I've had control of the offense. And, you know, I'm not really, you know, worried splitting reps with other people. But, you know, we're really starting to get sharp. We're starting to get there in about practice 7 of spring ball. I mean, we felt like we were light years of where we were at the end of last year.
Garrett, one thing I appreciated in the tape that I watched of you, when you first started, there was times where they could bring an edge blitz. You wouldn't necessarily see it. But toward the end of the season, you started to see it. You started to hit those hot routes. So just talk about how that's expanded for you as far as understanding what's the offense called out for you to do as your job.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just different styles have different answers. So historically, I was always a adjusted protection type of that's the system I played in, and so this past year, you know, that was the first year that I've really actually had to adjust the hots and throw those things. But and the biggest thing is getting other guys to see them too, and making sure we're on the same page, watching film. And but the majority of the year, I feel like we were just fighting uphill battle, just not on the same page for a lot of things, and it kind of bit us. But going into this year, I mean, we're excited. You know, we're seeing things. We're going to be really explosive. You know, we got a horse for running back. We got a great left tackle leading the charge up front.
Hey,
and it starts with him. But you know, we got all those things, and we got receivers. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know is that we got guys that can run 4.3 speed, hands, guys that can sit in zones, find windows, and that's the thing. We're just teaching them that, and so now we're going to have the ability to do that and just not have to, you know, force ourselves to fight uphill, and we make it a lot easier on me.
Awesome. You talk about that backfield, that running back. He's pretty good. Matthew, you've got two pretty good guys back there, especially with their feet, the elusiveness, being able to extend plays, and then Sean Tucker and the special player that he is. How fun is it, and does it make your job a little bit easier knowing you have two studs like that behind you?
Oh, 100%, man. Being offensive line, sometimes, you know, you go miss blocks, miss assignments, and these guys, they can make it happen. Sean Tucker, you know, you miss a block, he can make it happen with his feet. You know, he's a big dude. You know, I see a lot of defenders, you know, bouncing off him. You know, so it's really exciting. And Shrader out there in the backfield, you know, you miss a block. Some DN think he got an easy sack, but nah. Then next thing you know, Shrader's 10 yards downfield. So yeah, I'm grateful.
Matthew, I learned something new a few minutes ago that you're from Montreal, Quebec. So how has the game here in America changed from what you learned when you were in high school playing the CFL rules?
So growing up, I played the CFL rules, you know, 12th player on the field, wider field, larger field, receivers with a 10-yard head start. So it was really different for me, you know, getting to that transition, coming to Syracuse. You know, I'm French, so there's different terms, football terms that I had to learn. But, you know, the coaching staff did a great job of making it easier for me. And I got, you know, in the position where I could start as a freshman, and now I've got a lot of experience, and I'm just ready to, you know, leave it all out there.
Excellent.
Well, we're really excited to see what the Syracuse team can do. I mean, you look at if they find consistency with some of the weapons you guys have. An offensive line that struggled for years, really turned a corner last season, has a chance to grow with that special left tackle, Matthew Bergeron, and that quarterback who's now providing stability at that position in Garrett Shrader. So, guys, we really appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Best of luck this season to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.